Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. And today we are going to talk about uh, why are so many Black people, both men and women, single, but particularly Black men, because that's where the conversation went. So I was going to do something else. I'm going to definitely do a stream about catfishing pretty soon. That's what I was going to do today. But I couldn't help but deal with this stream. Like I came across this and I had to cover it. I had to. All right. But salute to Melody. Let's see. Salute to Divine Conception. Let's see. Zone, Stoic, Zerx, Seth, Liam, and Rocky. Salute to you all. All right. Let me get started. Let me see here. Shout out to Marco Grande. Appreciate his foot stream. It was very enlightening, very educational. Appreciate it. It wasn't no Zulu stuff going on with the feet there. So now we know for sure. These things require a thorough examination. So salute to him for that. All right. Let me just go into the history. So some guys are selected. They're selected by the matriarchy to be spoken heads of it. Now, generally, these guys are paid. They're either paid in money or they're paid in sex or something like that, as we all seen today. And that's why I did my earlier video, where I was talking about how, well, anyway, we all seen it, how some dudes are selling out the Black manosphere or they're just looking for a bigger audience. This is one of them. So with the black market, the black male market being indifferent and the black female market being like staunch, they're stuck in this. They follow this belief system to a T. This is what they believe and they will not change it for anything. Black men will just kind of go along to get along for the most part. Put it like this. If there was a TV series that was entertaining, however, it puts Black men in a bad light and not put Black women in a bad light, many Black men would still watch it. And all Black women would still watch it because Black men sees individuals. They'll say, okay, the particular character that they're making fun of is not me. Therefore, I can still watch it because it's a good show. However, if there was a TV series that showed Black men in a good light and Black women in a horrible light, then Black women wouldn't watch it. And many Black men would probably still watch it, but some would be convinced otherwise. That's just the world we live in, making them, the superior market share. Now, it's also part of the reason why, because in order for society at large to respect you as a consumer group, you have to spend a lot of money on frivolous shit. And then they're going to say, oh, you know something? This group of people spends a lot of money on frivolous shit. Therefore, let's market to them. So society at large is marketing to them because of the way they spend money. Hence the $5 net worth thing. But we'll get into that. So we have a group of brothers, as stated right here. Now, I can't show it while I play it, but I want y'all to take a look at this group of brothers. I'm not going to really talk about their looks or anything like that. But one person stands out, probably because of the lighting of his camera, but also because he is the jawliniest of all of these niggas. I think y'all can guess which one it is. It would be the one in the bottom left-hand corner. He is the jawliniest of all. Now, I want y'all to pay special attention to what he says. And I'm going to, when I play it, I'm going to walk you through who's talking and who's saying what. Now, the primary host is the one in the top middle. His name is Kosine. And, he's doing this show. The one in the bottom right, he's been married for quite some time. The one in the bottom middle, he was married for 25 years. So most of these guys are married. The guy in the top middle, he seems to be divorced. And I don't think they speak to the one in the top right that much. Most of these guys are married, but yet they are asked the question, why don't black men want to get married? Now, I'm even going to cover why they even are asking this question. I'm telling you, the matriarchy, the sisterhood is strong at work. But let me get some shout outs before I get into it. Then we'll start. All right. So screen share and let's see. Okay. Salute Starscream. I already said what's up to Melody. Sam I am. Salute Sister George. Salute to you. Nick Penn. Welcome. Eisen. I think I don't know if I said what's up to you earlier, but salute. Tampa. Salute. Thanks for the super sticker. Tampa Supreme. I appreciate you, brother. All right. And Browser Mo, salute to you. Complex Design, salute. And is that everybody? Did I say Zone earlier? Yeah, I think I said Zone. Yeah, he was the third one came in. And Seth, Rocky N, salute. I said Liam and I said Zerk. So yeah, so here we are. Okay, so got everybody. All right, now let's play the video. Let us play the video.
I want to get into why brothers don't get married, right? Because I'm hearing that from my sisters, and I found it
right then and there. I'm hearing that from my sisters. This is the host, the one in the top middle. This is the host talking right now. I hear that from my sisters. Come up with your own fucking show ideas. I hear that from my sisters. My sisters said something, and their concerns are my concerns. When was the last time, that sisters actually say, I hear my brothers complain about this and I decided to make a show about it? Actually, shout out to Danica. She does that shit all the time. So, shout out to her. And shout out to the pygmies of the world who actually do shit like that. I hear that from my sisters and I decided to take action. It's like, oh God, here we go. First of all, you could tell by the language that these guys are matriarchal sisterhood, whatever you call it, AF. They are matriarchal sisterhood, whatever you want to call it, AF. And I want to point something else out to you. Look at his shirt. Look at his shirt. I'm talking about in the top middle. He said to everybody else seems to be wearing like a black t-shirt, which is normal, which is normal when a man picks out his own clothes. Look at what the fuck he has on. It seems to be like a butterfly collar situation going on there. The thing is meant to button all the way up to the throat. This is not a regular button situation, and he has flowers and shit spread sporadically throughout the shirt. This shirt is not made from genuine cotton. No. This is something that either is polyester or something that feels delicate on the skin. This is what he said, I am going to wear today. Keep in mind, he's the host of this show, which is called KIngz. It's called KIngz. He said, when I go on camera today, I want to be seen in this shirt. Let us all absorb that for a second. I want everybody in the world to know that I have 2 earrings, 1 in each ear, and I am wearing this shirt. That's what's going on. And then he said, I was talking to a couple of sisters today, and I decided to come up with this topic. I'm gonna rewind it just so y'all can hear it. Then I won't interrupt, at least that part. Okay. Here we go. Well, KIngz isn't something that brothers call themselves unless they're highly influenced by we call each other brothers or fam or peace or dude, you know, or even in the worst case scenario, my nigga. But we don't walk up and say king and shit. Unless you're one of these hoteps, which is highly influenced by women. Salute to you, Melody. I appreciate the super sticker, love. And salute to you, Sister George. I appreciate the cash app. I appreciate the donation, love. All right. So, but yeah, the KIngz and shit. All right. No, okay. Good question. Good question, Nick Penn. I strongly suspect that this shirt was picked out by his mother. I strongly suspect that he is not capable of making decisions for himself, including the shirt that he selected for the show. That's why it matters. I'm not just shitting on a shirt just for the sake of shitting on it. I'm actually, there is a method to my madness. Just like he didn't pick the concept that's going on here, he didn't pick that fucking shirt. All right, let's start. Let's start again.
I want to get into why brothers don't get married, right? Because I'm hearing that from my sisters, and I found this stat that from the U.S. Census, it said that 29% of African Americans are married, compared to 48.
29% of African Americans are married. Now, I'm going to point out what's wrong with this right now. Hold on, let me do a share screen again. Why don't black men want to get married is the title of the thing, but the statistic that brought up this conversation is 29% of African Americans are married compared to 48% of all Americans. Now, notice how when this stat that affects both the men and women come up, he only mentions the men. The only conclusion that can be derived from this stat, which talks about the men and women, is that black men don't want to get married, and we have to investigate why. He read this stat and said, oh, this must be black men's fault. Let's find out why the men don't want to get married. Bitch! I mean, it's not the people who have been touting, I don't need a man for fucking generations. It's not them. It's not the fish bicycle bitches. It's not the feminist bitches. It's not the ones going out marrying themselves. It's not shit like that. Nope. He read this stat and said, why don't black men want to get married? Oh, God. All right. Let us continue. All right. Nope. All right. There we go.
Percent of all Americans. So I want to go to Rotimian and swing over to S1 and just pose the question.
Now, Rotimian is the jawliniest of the niggas here. So by that, I mean, he's an actor, he's a singer, and he was the guy on not Empire, what's the name of that show? Power. So he's like a ghost light. He's like a generic ghost. He's like a ghost junior. He's a Mick Ghost as far as, you know, sexual marketplace value. It's like when Ghost is like too busy fucking, he gets like the overflow of Ghost pussy. So, of course, he would be the one to ask because he has a general understanding of why don't black men want to get married. He can definitely speak for the average black man because we're all singers / actors and shit like that, you know.
Why do you think that black men don't want to get married, Bill?
I think, you know, we don't see in our society, we don't see a successful marriage. We don't see enough of them. So,
okay. I think that was the first time I heard him speak for himself, and that was what was said. Black men don't want to get married because we don't see marriages. And we don't see marriages because they don't want to get married. And they don't want to get married because they don't see marriages, because they don't want to get married, because they don't see marriages, because they don't want to get married, because they don't see marriages, because they don't want to get married. You see, what the fuck? That is what he said. The question is, why don't they see marriages? And then you have to really dig deep into it. But he wants to keep this as surface level as possible because he don't want to dig to the truth.
We attribute it to being a headache. We attribute it to divorce is eventually going to happen. We attribute it to being something that doesn't really.
We attribute it to being, how about because it does happen? Because it is a fucking headache and divorce eventually does happen. He's brushing it off like these things aren't real. We just attribute it to that. We attribute marriage to that. No, that's because it happened. It happened to a whole fucking generation of boomers. It happened. It's not us attributing it. This happened. Who in Generation X or millennials actually seen their father go through fucking hell from their mama and maybe even a couple of other chicks or two?
It lasts long, and so it takes KIngz to say, you know what, let's make love.
Oh my God. It takes KIngz to say, this nigga. See, when your worth is in your ability to get the pussy wet, you can't speak against the sisterhood.
Cool. Let's make the marriage cool. Let's put that in the forefront instead of the naughty life.
Let's make the marriage cool. Let's put that in the forefront. What, nigga, what? Let's make a marriage cool. Where your ring at, motherfucker? Where is your ring at? Huh? Oh, that's right. You see, when you are ghost light, you know, it's not cool to get married because you got assets and shit. Why don't you just go to your Tinder inbox and marry the first bitch and then just make it look cool while she do whatever the fuck she wants? Why don't you make that shit look cool? Why don't you so Will Smith adjacent. Why don't you make that shit look cool and then tell me about the entanglements 20 years later? What? Let's make this shit look cool. How cool are, nigga, please. Nick, fuck you. You telling people to do the shit that you are capable of doing, but you refuse to do because you know how fucked up your life would be. We should make it look cool. Us kings. You're a king if you make marriage look cool. Nigga, please.
Let's say, yo, this is my woman, this is my queen. We don't do that.
Let's say, yo, this is my woman, this is my queen. Say it. Receipts, nigga.
Enough. So I think people are scared of it. I think commitment is a big thing. We don't know how to just commit to one person.
We don't know how to commit to one person. Oh my God. Nigga, you are not doing 1,000 sit-ups a day to commit to one person, motherfucker.
Fear, so I think fear runs a lot of that.
Fear. Notice the shaming language. I'm telling you, these men are proxies. These men are proxies. These are pussy proxies. I shit you not. They came here to be mouthpiece for women. It's because of fear. Who in the hell says that to women? Like, we just shame them. Oh, yeah, I'm going to just walk up to Rihanna and say, I'm mode 1. I want you to suck my dick. And she's going to say, why, no, thank you. I'm going to say, well, it's because of fear. It's because of fear of your gag reflex. Fuck. Nobody says shit like that. This is bullshit. Look at this motherfucker. Look at his nose. All right, let me stop. All right, Marco, I appreciate the Cash App, brother. Let me see the words here. Okay, yeah, I appreciate you. Just said for peace. Appreciate you. All right.
That's one. You got married at 25, brother.
Yeah. I would say, I agree with Rotimi, but
Okay. First, before we get into it, I want y'all to see who's talking. Look who's talking. Okay. It's this brother in the bottom middle. Now, he didn't say that you have been married since you were 25. He said you got married at 25. So we don't know if he's divorced yet. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind that whatever he is about to say is coming from the point of view of somebody who might be divorced. I want to make that clear to you before I press play again. All right. So, stop screen share. Hold on. Salute to Wacky. Let's see. Oh yeah, I seen this last night. I was like, okay, I'm gonna definitely cover this shit. All right, but salute to Marco. I had to see the feet first. All right, listen at this.
But I would also say just a fear of commitment, man. Like males are full of.
There's that word. It's a fear. You're afraid. You're scared. You're a coward. That's basically what they're saying. See, they're indirectly saying you're a coward if you don't get married. If you don't find the closest fat bitch to marry, you are a fucking coward. That is what they're saying. If you don't sign a contract that doesn't benefit you, you are a fucking coward. It's fear. They making it seem like, you just bending over in prison. Well, you're a coward, right? You're afraid. You're afraid of commitment. So, fight or fuck, nigga. Oh, you gonna pick fuck because you're afraid. No, it's not the same kind of fucking fear. It's intelligent decision-making processes. For the same reason I don't slap lions. It's just an intelligent decision-making process. It's not fear. I don't slap squirrels either. Like, what the fuck? All right, let's continue.
Of ego and pride. And one thing.
Ego and pride. Ego and pride. Like, oh, you should get married if you put your pride aside. So basically you're saying that married men don't have any fucking pride. You should put your pride aside and get married. Like, what the fuck? Like, married men don't have pride. Like, that's basically what he's saying. He's basically saying black men don't get married because they have pride. And they have an ego.
Contribute to that is having options and our access. That's part of our pride.
Having options and access is part of your pride. No, it's part of your sexual marketplace value.
So being commitment is us forfeiting that access and
being commitment. What the fuck is up with these niggas' grammar?
options that we have, and a lot of men don't want to do that.
Okay, so a lot of men do not want to end hookup culture when they have options for this situation, but it's because of fear. It's because of fear that they don't want to leave this pussy cycle that they're in. It's because of fear. These niggas are fucking insane. Look at him. Look at him. Look deep into his soul. This is the type of shit that goes through his brain. Take a look at the shape of his head. See, the reason why I'm asking, and I'm not going to make fun of his looks or anything like that. I'm not. This doesn't matter that. What I am going to do is I want you to notice certain features. So when you see it in other people, you know that he might be of that mindset. The next time you see a nigga with no eyebrows, you have to say, okay, he might say some weird ass shit. The next time you see an eyebrowless nigga, know that he might say weird shit.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm thinking about being scared, look, man.
Now this is the host talking, the one with the Hawaiian shirt.
And you get scared. What about that half, man? You get married and it don't work out. She taking half, Eddie. Eddie.
It's not funny. It's not funny. Stop laughing at unfunny shit. It's not fucking funny. Do not recycle Eddie Murphy's jokes from the 80s and then say it like, nigga, well, Timmy, you wasn't born. Fuck all of you. That shit wasn't funny. You're hosting a show because you say an occasional unfunny joke. You are awful. You are off. You're an awful human being. And they just laughing like it's a good joke.
You know what I'm saying? Then that good old child support too. And then like, what you got, Leon?
Well,
You jumping in?
let me ask you a question about that. And I know we talk about half, we joke about it and all that. But is money worth your peace of mind? I talked to an old head that told me, he said, man,
is money worth your peace of mind? I got to see where this is going. I got to see where this is going. I got a feeling that this is going to be something that is infinitesimally wise because he heard it from an old head. You know what that means? It means he heard it from a boomer. And let's see what wisdom this boomer has given this man. I heard it from an old head. I want to see what wisdom was passed down to this man's brain.
me and my old lady, they was married for some odd time. He said and she decided that she didn't want to be married.
Hold on. Let's take a look at him so we all can have some idea where this wisdom is coming from. Oh, yeah, we're going to answer that. He's about to answer that question. Is money worth your peace of mind? We're about to answer that question. What the fuck was he talking about? Just take a good look at him. And remember, this is what he looks like. This is his hat. That is his beard. Like, never forget this, because I'm about to take him down. All right, let's continue.
Hey, no more. I gave her whatever she wanted to get her away from me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, all their kids was grown. You know, that's a little bit.
I gave her whatever she wanted to get her away from me.
Different, but in the aspect, man, of what causes peace of mind? If you're miserable and stuff every day, and you know, if you're a hustler, you're gonna build some more money.
If you're a hustler, you're gonna build some more money. It don't matter if she divorce rape you. If you're a hustler, you're gonna build some more money. Holy shit. Holy shit. He actually said that. It don't matter if you're prison raped. If you a G, your ass will retighten. Holy shit.
Might hurt in the beginning, but your peace of mind. I don't think nothing. I can't put a price on peace of mind. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
I can't put. You already had peace of mind before you got married, you dumbass nigga, you. You dumbass nigga, you. Basically, you start off single. You get married and you get your shit taken, and then the bitch who decided to divorce you is gone, and you say, "Oh, now I have my peace of mind." You could have had your peace of mind and your shit. You stupid motherfucking stupid. Can't stand niggas past 40 with a baseball cap on. Stupid. Fucking. God damn it. I'm gonna replay his part. This has to be like the highlight of stupidity of this.
He said, "Here, take this check, move around."
Take this check, move around. That's how people. Black men. That's how you should look at divorce. Here you go. Take this check and move around. Peace of mind.
I'm good. I'm gonna make some more money.
I'm gonna make some more money. I'm gonna make some. Oh my God! I can't make this shit up. I'm gonna play this again, like all the way through. Like I can't help but interrupting this dude, but God damn, this is just awful. This is just awful.
You know, but you're not gonna have me over here crazy. So
what about
he got a whole.
I just gave away half my money, but you're not gonna make me crazy. I just gave away half my money and I liked it, but you're not gonna make me crazy. So his answer to the question, why don't black men want to get married? And then he tells a tragic tale of divorce, but he took it like a G.
A lot of money though. Yeah,
man.
A whole lot. Yeah, you got.
What about some?
Okay, I want to hear this dude again. This is just too good to pass up. Like the fact that people say shit like this. Oh God. Okay, let me scroll back to the beginning of when he started speaking.
Me and my old lady, they was married for some odd time. And she decided that she didn't want to be married no more. I gave her whatever she wanted to get her away from me. You know, so of course all their kids was grown. You know, that's a little bit different. But in the aspect, man, what causes peace of mind? If you miserable and stuff every day, and you know, if you're a hustler, you're gonna build some more money. It might hurt in the beginning, but your peace of mind. I don't think nothing. I can't put a price on peace of mind.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos did it. He said, "Here, take."
It does sound like prison rape, don't it? It does sound like prison rape. It might hurt in the beginning, but at least I have a peace of mind. Holy shit. Oh, damn. I can't make this shit up. And now he's talking about Jeff Bezos. Okay, let's listen.
Take this check, move around. I'm good. I'm going to make some more money. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to have me over here crazy. So
what about
he got a whole lot of money though. Yeah,
man. Niggas is slow. He got a whole lot of money. That's what you got from what he said. From everything he just said, what you gathered was Jeff Bezos has a whole lot of money. The fuck? And that's funny too. First the Eddie joke. Everything is just funny to these simpletons.
Man, a whole lot.
Yeah, you got.
What about social media and all this tail that's on the gram? You can't even scroll with all them options, man.
Oh God. What about social media and all this tail that's on the gram? Keep in mind that this is the brother who's hosting the show. Why is he talking about Instagram like it's a fucking menu? Like you just point and fuck? You ain't got it like that. I ain't got it like that. And most brothers on the panel don't have it like that, except for except for Casper, the simple ghost. Like most brothers don't have it like that. We don't. Unless, of course, you just pointing at fat bitches or just, generally unappealing chicks, then maybe. But generally speaking, no, very few brothers got it like that. And maybe that's the reason why, because we all have so many options on Tinder. Oh, God. Yeah, like I think Zero was saying Chris Brown got shot down by a Tinder bitch. So
is that another reason that's holding brothers back? I think Rotimi touched on it. There's so many
holding brothers back, like
options, man. Sheesh.
I mean, for me personally, bro, I post a picture and I deactivate my Instagram, bro. I don't even stay on Instagram just to avoid all that.
Post it.
So of course the semi jawline nigga is going to say that, you know, like I just take my Instagram off because so much pussy is being thrown at me. Well, why aren't you married, nigga? Yeah. Oh. Well, I think brothers should make marriage great again, but you know, look at my jawline.
Bro, post it and just you throw the thirst trap up and just dive out the way.
I don't even see the comments. I was like, can you please post this nigga? I don't do none of that, bro.
That's smart. That's smart. So check this. On our Father's Day episode, Killer Mike has something to say about relationships that lead to having multiple children living in different households. Check this out real quick.
Because I didn't take my biological father's advice, who told me, son, don't have children out of wedlock. My grandmother preached that to me. I ended up having 4 children out of wedlock. And what I didn't understand then is that what they were trying to protect me from was the hurt of not being with your child every day.
Boomers give the worst fucking advice. Son, don't have your child out of wedlock. Have it in wedlock. And if she decides to unlock the wed, then, you know, take it standing up. You're going to make more money.
So Lance, given what you know personally about marriage and relationships, what you think about what Killer Mike is saying?
I mean, you know, like I'm.
All right, let's get a look at Lance so y'all know who's talking. This is Lance. How much do y'all want to bet that this beanie is actually a ski mask? How much y'all want to bet? That after this show is over, he's going to pull the beanie down, it's going to be a ski mask, and he's going to do some strange ass shit. How much do y'all want to bet? What the hell, Brown Bird? Okay, well, just come on the show afterwards.
I'm all about one woman having children with one woman. That's my lane. I don't want to.
I'm all about having children, one woman, having children with one woman. And that's what came to your mind? I'm all about having children with one woman. The fuck? That's like saying, you know, oh yeah, you know, that's like a kid saying when I go to you know, his birthday party, I'm all about, you know, eating some cake. I'm all about eating some cake, you know. That's like a high school student saying, you know, yeah, you know, I'm all about, you know, passing my classes. Like, of course, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's basic shit. How many people is out here just trying to get like a bunch of bitches pregnant? Like, just the fact that you think that your way is an outlier, that it has to be mentioned. Everybody's about that, you dumbass nigga, you.
Have kids spread out all over the place. You know what I mean? Because I am type.
Like somebody is about that shit. Like he's speaking to an audience of motherfuckers that's just about spreading the kids around. You know, like a don't waste sperm type nigga. Like, you know, like, oh shit, I want to jack off, but you know, then where would the sperm go? I'm not gonna waste any kids. I want to spread it around. Like, what the fuck? Like somebody, like there's somebody out there that never used condoms or birth control of any type, and they're just like out there on some Ari Nagel shit. Like they're just constantly, and then once they get a chick pregnant, they just go to the next one. Like, oh no, thank you. I'm not gonna waste seeds if you're already pregnant. Like,
father, I have to be in my child's life. So that's where I stand on that, bro. That's all I know.
Let me say this. I have a son in New York. I have a son in Miami.
Now, this is the host talking. I have a son in New York. I have a son in Miami. So basically, he brought up the topic. Why don't black men want to get married? When the answer to that question is right there. I have a son in New York. I have a son in Miami. They don't want to because they try to avoid the situation that you're in. The one that you didn't choose to be in, but you are in, which means that it requires a significant amount of time to vet the chick. And in the vetting process, many men have found that very few are worthy, trustworthy. Unfortunate, but true. He has area code kids and zip code kids. Yeah, exactly.
And it pains me every day to live like this, man. Like, to all the...
Oh, really? Because before you was talking some fear shit. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid of being you, nigga. How about that? I'm afraid of being you. I'm afraid of being in a fatherhood situation that's so fucked up, I was forced to wear that shirt. That is what I'm afraid of.
For the brothers that's watching, if you can get under the roof of your kids, you do not want to have them days where you are crying at the airport, having to say goodbye to your son, and your son being like, but daddy, I want to stay, and there's nothing you can do about it. We're going to keep this conversation going. We'll be right back. KIngz with Kosine on Fox Soul.
KIngz.
Back, KIngz with Kosine on Fox Soul. I got a quick comment that came in from Miss Ebony. She said,
I got a quick comment that came in from Miss Ebony. That shows how lame these niggas is. They got one comment when the stream was new.
Get a prenup if that's what you worried about. I think it's more about commitment. Dang, Ebony, that's how you feel?
Get a prenup if that's what you're worried about. I think it's more about commitment. What the fuck? Okay. Let me just wrap my brain around this, because he read the comment late. Obviously that they were talking about the money aspect. Get a prenup if that's what it's about, because, you know, it's more about commitment. Really? Really? Why are you telling me to get a prenuptial agreement? Hold on. If it's about commitment, you're basically saying that if it's about commitment, then there shouldn't be a need for it, right? Right? If it's about commitment, then why are you safeguarding yourself against lack of commitment? Now, she just don't want to say that prenups are bullshit. And they have known that prenuptial agreements were bullshit since 1995. How did they know? Who seen Waiting to Exhale? And the man had a prenuptial agreement. He had a prenuptial agreement say, you don't get shit. You don't get shit. She had a prenuptial agreement. He offered her the house. She declined it for more shit. And she got like 3 apartment buildings, a vineyard and shit like that. The judge was like, fuck this prenuptial agreement. And she was just cheering. And Whitney Houston was like back there grabbing her hand like, yeah, we got all of his shit, girl. We got all of his shit. You should just take it standing up. If you're a hustler, you'll make more money. They setting you up for that waiting to exhale moment. They know that shit. Like a prenuptial agreement, that's just like a false sense of security. That's just like a false sense of security to make people feel better. That's like saying, you know, oh, you should wear a bulletproof vest. And then come to find out that the bulletproof vest isn't made from Kevlar or Teflon. It's not made from bulletproof shit. It's made from styrofoam. And they know it. Fuck out of here. You know I'm going to shoot you in the chest, right? You know I'm going to shoot your ass in the chest. If you're worried about me shooting you in the chest, then why don't you wear a bulletproof vest? Here you go. Here, wear this one.
That's where your head is at with this? Damn. And I know it was spicy. I know you said that with your head turning like this when you said
all facts.
But right. Let's get back to that Killer Mike comment about having to raise kids outside of the household. Leon, you got something to add?
I'm gonna tell you how strong of a statement that is and how truthful it is. Yeah, I'm a father who I've always been in my children's life. One woman, like Lance, one woman. I didn't want kids everywhere. My 3 daughters are by Mr.
3 daughters. I've never been in that situation, but I got a feeling that you can't help but being a simp when you have 3 daughters. Like, think about it. You have a wife and 3 daughters. Like, you know, of course your natural fatherly instincts is going to, you're going to naturally sympathize with the plight of your daughters and shit like that. So you just walk around on some, you know, my daughter one day are going to divorce a nigga and they should take it on the chin. You know, oh, by the way, it's this guy with the 3 daughters. Hold on. This is the guy with the 3 daughters. So he knows he's going to have to just take it on the chin. Just take it on the chin. He knows that. But hold on.
Nicole Rogers, who I've been married to for 18 years. But one day I asked my daughters, you know what I'm saying? I asked my daughters, I said, what grade would you give me as a father? And they looked at me and they were kind of hesitant. As I said, no, this is family talk. Let's keep it 100. They said,
what grade would you give me as a father? You are seeking validation from children. You are seeking validation from children. What grade would you give me as a father?
B-C. And that hurt. And they told me, you know what they told me?
They gave you a fucking B- and a C.
Said, well, you're always working. We never see you. So
because you have a job, they gave you a B- and a C. If you was a jobless Negro, they would give you what, an A? And then they would just look around with no money and say, oh, yeah, I give you an F now.
So imagine being a father in the household, you can fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? Being out of the household's got to be painful. If being in the household, something as simple as you not being there because you're working all the time, makes your children feel a certain way.
Oh, God.
Imagine when they're not away from you and they're not around you all the time. So that was kind of like a dose of reality to start taking trips to the zoo with my kids when their mom takes them, to start going to the museum.
Oh, wait, when I didn't get that part last time. When their mom takes them. Okay, so he's still married. He just goes when their mom goes. Like, so he's now going to the zoo with the kids. He just wants that A. He just wants that A.
Yeah, maybe I don't even like it, but just as a father, just them being around, they like having me around, and that just kind of gave me a sense like, man, I feel for the kids who have loving fathers, but because of situations between adults, they can't be together. So I know that's got to be tough. Yeah.
That had nothing to fucking do with the topic at hand. Ask a man who's married with 3 daughters, why don't black men get married?
I can tell you as a witness, it is ridiculously rough, man. Ridiculously rough. Even thinking about being afraid to commit from an economic standpoint, right? And
I can tell you as a witness. What did you witness, nigga?
And people not getting together, being married, it's hard to build wealth. How can we change this narrative, Pooh Bear? Because I can tell you right now, with my lady in the household, you know what I'm saying? You take that money, put it on top of my money. The way music goes, you got sometimes when you're hot, when you low. But the fact that we together, if I'm cold, I'm still not tripping because all the bills is paid. And then when I have
So, as I understand his situation, he has a girlfriend and they sharing the bills. And when the relationship is bad, he's not tripping because the bills are paid.
That crazy year and that bag run all the way up, you know what I'm saying? That's almost extra, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to people out here struggling. Pooh Bear, talk about what it is,
So, according to his logic, and I'm trying to follow it the best I can, you should get married because you're building the bag. The woman is not out trying to get your bag. She is somehow contributing to your bag. It's just so financial. Basically, what this man is saying, and maybe I'm misinterpreting it, but there are financial benefits to marriage. Holy shit. Holy shit. Because that's what marriage is. It's a woman, giving you all of her disposable income. You see, here's the thing. He's trying to sell marriage as an institution that's like having a roommate that you fuck and you don't have to give up any of your additional rooms. That's the picture he's trying to paint. But let's see.
So from an economic standpoint, the benefits of locking in.
Really, that was another.
Okay, now it's this guy talking. It's this guy. So when y'all hear this voice, know that it's this guy. All right, let's continue.
Amazing, attractive thing about my wife was the fact that, like, she's such a go-getter and she worked hard for so many years, doing what she was doing outside of the music because she was in music. But then,
yep, that's a man for you. That is a man for you. A real man looks at a woman, judges how hard she works and how much of a go-getter she is, and marries her. Now, in every other community, the ones that function, that's what the women do. But nope, that is what our black men do. They call themselves Pooh Bear, and then they look for women with the killer instinct and a go-getter mentality. Oh, what the fuck, Complex? WTF? Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. Let's hear what he loves about his life or about his wife.
Standpoint, the benefits of locking in.
Really, that was another amazing, attractive thing about my wife was the fact that, like, she's such a go-getter and she worked hard for so many years, you know, doing what she was doing outside of the music, because she was in music, but then just having a job, making a really amazing salary. It was so attractive just knowing, like, she never asked me for anything, and it was just proving to me that, you know, she wasn't really dating me, you know, for stability, for her to be financially stable. But for me, on the flip end, you know, as far as like a marriage and actually me taking those steps to really get married, I wanted to make sure that I, you know, could be there. I was financially stable. And before I thought about having a kid, I'm like, you know, I want to make sure my kids don't go through what I went through, you know.
He was attracted to his women's ability to earn, her work ethic. He was attracted to her bag. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. You know who he is? He's Calvin, not Calvin Candy. Who was the master on 12 Years as a Slave? Remember how he was just so attracted to how much cotton she was picking? He was just looking at her like, you know, she is a goddess of the field. He wasn't attracted to Lupita's beauty or anything like that. He just loved the fact that she picked twice the amount of required cotton. He was just turned on by that shit. That's this dude. Yeah, it's role reversal like a motherfuck. Jesus.
About being hungry and being homeless and all the things we went through, I was like, all right, this is what I'm not going to do. So
I'm with her because I'm less likely to be homeless. Ladies, is that what you want to hear? I'm starting to think that y'all want to hear shit like that. Like when most men in other communities, they say shit like, you know, you're the finest thing I've ever seen in real life. Now that I've seen you, absent all the filters and the makeup and shit like that, and you know, and the you know, choice lighting, when all that shit is gone, you are still the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my life ever. I just want to hold you. You so soft. Like, don't you want to hear shit like that? You know, don't ladies, don't y'all want to hear like LL in the background? Sea of delight, how sweet. I gotta find me a girl to make my life complete. You can scratch my back. We get cozy and cuddle. I'll lay down my jacket so you can walk over a puddle. Like, or do you want to hear shit like, oh yeah, she got some nice strong arms. She got a strong back. She could carry a lot of tobacco with that back. Like, what the fuck? Or what's that one, you know, her hair, something, 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 her eyes, and something, 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 something. You're so beautiful. And I tell you every day. Like, do y'all want to hear that? Or do y'all want to hear this nigga? Do y'all want to hear this nigga? You look like you got them childbearing hips. The fuck? We are completely fucked.
I'm not gonna get married and committed until I'm really financially at a place where, you know, I can carve out time for my family. I can carve out time and not be like, you know what, I absolutely have to do this job in order to keep the bills on. So, you know, her having her job for as many years as she did, and I, you know, made her, you know, I had her retire, you know, humbly bow out, you know, and I was like, you don't have to do that anymore. And She's a songwriter. I pulled her in, and she wrote on a couple of songs on this new Beaver album with me, and just pulled her in, you know what I mean, to my world, because she's a great songwriter and a great musician. And that allowed, that even, you know, it does something to your relationship when you're able to not just make love with each other, but to actually build wealth.
Yeah, St. Cloud, I can't sing. Speaking of which, where the fuck is Basile? Anyway.
And actually,
I love that.
See my wife coming up and get, you know what I mean, do a deal with ass cap and admin deals, all that for me. It's so satisfying for me just to see my wife come up, you know?
Yeah, so, I love it. Hey, man, that's powerful, man. Get that bag with the wifey, man.
Get that bag with the wifey. And if she takes the bag, then just take it standing up. It's just temporary. Holy shit. I cannot make this up. Where do they find these? All right, let me put the link out there. Let me put the link out there. This was brutal. It was brutal.
Grow that bag with wifey, man. That's powerful, man.
Okay, and that's that. All right. Gosh, I got through the whole thing. What y'all heard was a bunch of grown-ass men talking about getting the bag. Getting the bag from wifey. Looking for traits in women that women look for in men.
I was trying to work. I figured I'd listen to a GameChanger live stream while I work.
Mistake.
And I had a hard time doing it. Not because of you. Okay? Not because of you. But because of what the fuck I heard. I don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with the shit I was hearing on that live stream or whatever the hell that was. I mean, it is terrible. That's absolutely terrible. I mean, it's just like, wow, dude, you're just, you know, you wonder why you get called out as a non-provider. You don't protect, you don't do this, you don't do that, but you're over here trying to build wealth for somebody else. And then when she gets tired of your ass, she just takes it. And then you're like, well, just make some more.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. I swear to God, dude, it's like, it's almost as if it's like black men don't live their fucking lives for themselves.
Exactly.
Ooh, complex, really on the money right there, bro. I just gotta say that. It's like it's like us as, well, not us, but I see a lot of so-called black men. They live for like trying to please the woman. If I can say, I don't know if you guys may agree with that, but it's just like they don't live for themselves. It's always about doing for others, and usually they get shitted on. That's just my opinion, but you know.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that, definitely.
No, it's cool. I'm putting the camera on purpose because I just want to show you something. See, when you live for yourself, so you do shit like this, right? Because this is what I'm into, not like what my other is into, but this is what I'm into. And today I sold about $8,000 worth of these things right here. See, so I like to, empower myself and enrich myself. Like, why are we not living for ourselves here?
Well, the majority of dudes want to be simps, man.
Well, the question itself is, he asked the question because he was talking to some sisters. He was talking to some sisters about, about a marriage stat, and he had to figure out, why was it black man's fault?
Well, GameChanger, that's where you went wrong, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna ask the sisters, they're gonna point their narrative to what they think is right, bro.
Yeah. Like, why don't y'all want to make, it's like, you have turned down more women than I, or you have turned down more men than I have women.
But
so
GameChanger,
let's not play that game. Go for it.
Right. GameChanger, let me tell you this. This is what I see a lot. Well, I'm a millennial, so I you know, I'm in my 20s, and what I notice a lot is it's always about the women trying to point what they want out of everything. They never try to say, you know what, if I get a man, what am I going to offer to my man so I can make sure that he's happy?
Exactly.
As long as it's her materialistic shit and all the things that she want to talk about, I swear to God, man, you should see on Facebook, on Instagram, what these women are talking about. They say the most dumbest shit. You know what they say? They sit up there and say, "Oh, if he pulls out a debit card at a restaurant, I don't like to deal with broke niggas." Or they'll say some stupid shit. They'll
That
say
doesn't
some
make
stupid.
sense.
It don't. It don't. It doesn't make sense. Hold on. It doesn't make sense to me. The second thing I saw is that some girl had sat there and said, I think on Facebook, right? She sat there and said, if a nigga dares to get dessert, then I'm not going to go out on a date with him anymore. What kind of dumb shit are you women in this society on? Because materialistic shit, in my mind, bro, it doesn't register. And honestly, more than likely, a lot of dudes don't really realize it. Usually, most of the time, you just dating this girl to get some pussy. Really?
Exactly.
You don't need to be a simp ass nigga. And that's what a lot of these dudes do. You feel me?
But what does the dessert thing?
Huh?
The dessert thing. What was that about? Why?
Bro, I don't even.
Yeah,
bro, I don't know why, bro. This is the random shit that I see on social media because you know we in the internet age now, and a lot of these women think that they can have a voice and think that they could serve as the ones to tell what men need to do to get their attention. When half the time in these broads, it's not even saying shit, but they're just going on social media showing their ass and tits all day and trying to tell people what they want out of a relationship. Bitch, you don't want shit. So what are you talking about?
I mean, the guy will still do it though. So I mean, they don't have a reason to stop.
Because you live in an age with simp ass niggas that feel as if they have to do everything in their power to please the woman, bro. Like this is sickening to me, bro.
Yeah,
because
really.
they don't want a man. They don't want a man to be a man anymore. This is the reason why they bring up that dumbass shit, toxic masculinity, and all that dumbass foolishness, bro. And once you stand in your truth and you sit up there and say, I'm not allowing this bullshit, now they want to sit up there and say, oh, you niggas always want to do all that. You hotep niggas. You wouldn't know a goddamn thing from the wall if you would understand how to be a woman. You don't know how to be feminine. That's your problem.
St. Cloud, what's on your mind?
Wait, what?
No, I was asking, what's on your mind, brother?
No, I was asking. I'm stuck on the whole debit card thing. That's what I do because I bank online. I don't do bills like that. So where did that come from?
I don't know. Like I got direct deposit. Like I rarely like get to see cash. I don't even think about it. Like I just keep a little bit just in case I come across a toll bridge or some shit like that. You know.
Even that is easy pass. I mean, I only really have bills for when I'm getting a haircut. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's the only time I can think to do.
That's reality. That's reality. I don't understand why women think it's wrong. If you got money in general, what is the problem? Like for real. It's not like no brother should ever go on a date empty. No, everybody in this panel knows this. Ain't no brother gonna be going on a date with no cash. That's stupid. You look like a real asshole if you gonna go on a date with a woman and be like, yo, can you spare me for this date? You a broke nigga. Don't go on a date if you broke, bro.
But I don't keep cash, but I have the debit card. Like
I'm saying you're right. No, GameChanger. I'm saying you're right.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't understand why women think because a dude pulls out a credit card or a debit card, there's a problem with that.
I might know. But I think for me, I think for her, it's not wealth, it's the illusion of wealth. You know, so I guess if you bring out bills, it kind of shows that you have money, but for a card, you don't know how much the guy's carrying. I guess they want a guy who has money, and then she wants everyone to know that he has money. I guess that's kind of the thing.
So she likes jackasses.
I mean,
no, because that's what he's doing. He's bringing out a whole wad of money, so you can see the wad, and then he takes out a bill to pay the bill.
Exactly, that's what they want, bro.
Oh God.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, you know, I'm one who basically look. There's all kind of people in the world, right? So it's ultimately up to you to determine whether you're gonna actually waste your precious time, energy, and attention to give it to that type of person.
Mm-hmm.
Like a person who would literally question whether the card that you're using is a credit or bitch. It does not matter. There's money on it. Now, that's the whole point. The reality is this. if she can't understand that simple truth that regardless as to who or what, there's money on this that will pay for shit, bro, get rid of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even understand why you're bitching and I'm not. This isn't a jab at you or anything, but I hear guys complain about this shit all the time, and I'm like, bro, take that as a sign. Kick that bitch to the curb. Like,
you're right.
Under any other fucking circumstances, would you keep a person like that around you? Let's just say it wasn't a chick. Let's just say it was a dude who just fucking freeloaded off you all the goddamn time. Perfect example. Back in the day, dude, I used to have homies who were notorious for just kicking it with you because you had weed.
Oh,
They wouldn't kick it around. They wouldn't kick it with you for no other reason other than just to get fucking burnt.
Yeah.
And like you're kind of like, dude, like I don't want you around me. Like you literally come around to smoke my shit, dude. You don't put in on nothing. Hey, what's up, dude? I was gonna roll through, man. Lakers game on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go roll through, man. And then they come through, and then it's some bullshit. And I'm saying, like, dude, like, you just gotta understand, dude, like, people in the world are inherently on some bullshit. Chicks included.
Right.
Them included, dude, they're on some bullshit. Niggas are on some bullshit. People are on some bullshit. Like, what I don't understand is why we make a distinction between the bullshits.
Well, Complex, let me say this. So can we agree that as long as you have your shit together or you're holding your own, that should be the only thing that matters?
Fuck yeah, dude. It's all about you, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you gotta pay your own bills. Mm-hmm. You gotta eat, shit, sleep, make your money, make your mark in this world. However the fuck you're gonna do it, dude.
Right.
That's it. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, so now what? We're gonna burden ourselves with a bunch of chicks who are just looking at you to like fucking pay. Oh my god, I swear to God. Yeah, go ahead, dude. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. But what I think is, at a majority of the state, it's just that women, these certain women usually are just opportunists. And the thing about it is, the only thing I would add to my last point is, I think the only important thing that we take from here is that what was my point? I think the only thing that we take from here is, as long as a chick knows that I'm paying for the date, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be focused on what method I'm using, as long as I'm paying for it. Now, if I lie to you, and I sit here and I say, yeah, I got it, and I know that I don't, then I'm the asshole in the situation because I should have never sat there and proposed something that I wasn't going to fulfill. Just like guy. Go ahead.
I was just saying, but in the reverse situation, if your money's not in question and a bitch tries to like chastise or categorize you because of the card that you chose to, dude, kick her to the fucking curb.
Absolutely.
She can we analyze just for the second like the shit quality of person who would actually do something like that if it's on your tab? Oh, bitch, you got a problem because it's on a debit and not a credit card? Haha, okay. Like, holy fucking shit. Like, no, dude. Like, look, here's the thing, right? I get tired of black men making these type of complaints because the reality of it is that you just have people like this in the world, right? Regardless if it's a black woman that you're taking out on a fucking date, a homeboy wants to just bum off on your goddamn weed, or somebody's trying to steal your fucking business. It's all the same. The reality is that you just have to be a better people person watcher. Be able to judge just people, generally speaking, regardless if it's the woman that's on the date questioning your goddamn debit card, the motherfucker bumming your weed, or the dude who's trying to, shiest you on some business shit. They're all the same people. That's my whole point.
Use discernment.
Pretty much. That's it.
Right.
Okay, so this is interesting. This is interesting to say the least. Let's read some comments. Let's read some comments right quick.
Go for it.
Okay, so here, let me put it on the screen. Let me enlarge it first. Let me enlarge it first. And now let me put it on the screen. Oh, that's too large. All right. Let's do like 250. 200. There we go. All right. Because these comments are interesting to say the least. What is all this chiming? Oh, all right. Give me a second. Okay. The issue is hashtag narcissism. Oh, God. You can never feed the beast of lust and ego. Oh, God. Look at this chick.
Uh-oh.
On her thumbnail picture, she decided to wear a bonnet.
She already looked bugged out, my dude.
I can't even see her.
I'll click on her thing afterwards.
All right.
Maybe it'll come up. It takes inability, injuries, disease, close to death for most guys to get married or even settle with one woman. Nowadays, women are doing the same thing, so it's all a matter of accumulation of materialism and ownership. Okay, that's actually a poignant statement. However, then the protection of such a thing would be cause for men to not get married or to be apprehensive about it at least. It's all a disease. What does she think a disease is? Okay. Let it go and find your peace of mind. What the does she think marriage somehow brings peace of mind?
She think that spirituality shit.
Not easy. So she admits that it's not supposed to be easy for you. Like it's supposed to make life harder. And through having a harder life, you have peace of mind.
That makes sense.
But
that's like you know, in order to get sober, you should drink whiskey.
Exactly. Exactly. What's going on, A1 Town Biz? Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, most people aren't very stoic, though, so that stress would only make things worse for them.
Yeah, not easy, but it's clear victory when we as human beings fight the good fight against ourselves and desires. It's not.
What kind of shit is that? Did that make any sense?
That sound like oppression points, man.
She's basically saying it's supposed to be shitty. Take it, love it. It's supposed to be shitty.
Yeah, the oppression points. Oh yeah, I've been through a lot, so this marriage is meant to be type of thing.
You are exactly
no. Listen, dude, I've been married. Okay, that's not how it works.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying up there. That's how it's perceived. How she's saying.
I know, and what I'm telling you, as a man who's been married, that's not how it works. Fuck what she's saying. That's not how it works.
You are exactly right. What you said is so apt. You have to sacrifice those desires to indulge yourself, and yes, fight the good fight against yourself, your desires. Now, here's the thing about simps and cucks. They have extraordinarily low self-esteem, like ridiculously low, which is why they do not capitalize the word I. They see them honestly.
They say we. They say we.
Yeah, they might capitalize a we, but you know, he gave himself a lowercase I because he is not worthy of a capital letter. That's why they call themselves males and not men. I am not worthy. I have honestly never heard it put so perfectly. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
I hope you don't mind me using that phrase in the future. Thank you for the insight. Oh God. And she's not hot. Like, period. Speak, sis.
That's it. Speak, sis. You know that's a trick.
Facts.
Now, because she's basically saying that black men are suffering from an overabundance of options. Does this Anthony Duke guy seem like he is suffering from an overabundance of options?
That's not true. Most men aren't getting it like that. Really.
No. How do you suffer? How do you suffer? That's
exactly.
How do you suffer?
Like y'all have
that?
too many options. So yeah,
so tell me how I'm suffering from this.
Here's a better picture of her.
Okay.
So Marco, if you're out there, could you do me a favor and see if you could get her to show her feet, please? I'm curious about her feet. She has a bonnet and a huge scarf on. She is showing none other than her face. Like this is
she's probably fat. That's why.
There's probably a lot of shit going wrong there.
This is Erica Badu on a daily or some shit.
Man, it's Erica Badu. All right.
Preach.
Okay, this one. Lathan Wheeler. I cannot be in my kid's life every day either. That shit hurts like nothing. Oh, I can't not. So it's a double negative. But I get what you're saying. I can't not be in my kid's life every day either. That shit hurts like nothing you ever felt. Okay, that was a poignant statement. Let's see. The Black community need more marriages and less out of wedlock kids. Well, they need more marriageable women. Let's see what people responded to that.
I mean, you need more women that want to marry.
I mean, I agree in principle, but overall, like marriage, what's the benefit for men, really? I mean,
well, you're not supposed to ask that question. You're supposed to get married until she decides to divorce you, and when she does, you're supposed to just write the check.
Well, that's the concern of if she has what's it, irreconcilable differences because she's not happy. Because you're willing to put up because you're not willing to put up with her shit.
Oh.
No, that's not what it is, dude. Irreconcilable differences means she just fucking doesn't want to be there anymore.
No, Complex. I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is when I see these marriages, usually in the woman's mind, the thing about it seems to me is that what she wants to basically instill in the male is you have to put up with my shit and my ways no matter what. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I'm pretty sure you understand this because you're married. I'm sorry if I give a biased opinion, but usually what I see in marriages, this usually happens. And if I'm wrong for it, I apologize. But I'm just saying this is what I usually see. They usually want the man to put up with their shit. It's not the other way around. Of understanding that it's about making sure that the marriage is stable between both partners. Well, you know what I mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, if you have a mindset that marriage is about one party pleasing the other, then it's destined to fail. And when it does fail, you should write the check and because you have peace of mind now. This is okay.
Hey, I just wanted to respond, dude, because my brother, he was here. He's actually taken off. I was married. I'm widowed now. But it's not. It's like this. Like I have experience with the problem relationship, the trouble relationship, right? And so with my marriage, that was with the woman who was the opposite of the woman I had the relationship troubles with. So I can speak to both sides of it. That's kind of like the unique thing about, at least for me, my position is that I can speak to both sides. I had a bad one and a good one, right? And the good one I married. Okay. So I'm just saying that a lot of these things that we're hearing about are symptomatic and are signs of the bad ones, right? So things like checking your pockets when you were trying to get to know each other. Like, whoa. First of all, there will never be a time you're gonna check my pockets. I mean, I'm a grown ass man. Like, who the fuck are you to check my pockets? My mom doesn't check my pockets. Who the fuck are you? That's what I mean, dude. It's like disrespect off the rip. That bitch gotta go.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not really the girl per se. It's marriage in general. Even if she's like a good woman, what do you really have to gain from giving her access to half your money? She could be a nice, genuine woman, but why put yourself out there like that?
Well, I'll ask that question. I'll ask the question: is she a good woman then? Or what do you define it? What are you defining as good?
Yeah,
that's
a good question.
No. See, y'all, does she have a pussy?
That is so base.
If she has a pussy, then she's a good woman. That's game.
Wow.
I like that. Game changer. At it again.
But listen to this exchange between Alvin and Shay. Let's see. Selecting mates. I know plenty of men who are sought after once Black women have someone else's child, while wanting the new target to jump through hoops. Okay, so he seems like he's starting to take the red pill. Shay replies, Black men and women need to do it, need to be better. So, just spreading the blame, right? I see that with both genders, though, not just women. No, you don't. It's not like the Black men are having a kid and, getting desperate, but this is them trying to see, they read from the same handbook. They're just spreading the blame. Like, it's not just a cultural thing that we do, both sides. Okay, let's see his response. You got your opinion, I got mine. Like I said, too many Black girls choose based on all of the wrong desires, and when they want actual responsible men after the fact, the men aren't considered cool, have swag, or street in them, and actually, so this is the Pookie Ray Ray thing, and actually responsible get played to the left, and then become the men that supposedly have too high of standards for the now. Let's see. The now I'm reformed. Oh, okay, should be coming. Okay, the now I'm reformed and need responsible man type. Holy shit, he is breaking these chicks down. Oh, never mind. I'm not reading all that.
TLDR. All right.
Yeah. Y'all could check this out. But that brother, he has a lot to say to these chicks. That's just funny. All right.
The story of my life. I've been called Oreo so many times.
I hear you.
Okay, let's see.
I mean, that isn't really
see what Yana has to say.
anything.
If men are raising their children, then why are the children making bad decisions about dating and reproduction? Are they still Oh yeah, they're still responding to that shit. God,
that's a circular. But that's a circular conversation. It's not going to go nowhere.
Oh no, they're not going to. Yeah. Oh wait a minute. I see this person, Vegeta Dime Brown. I see this person around. Let's see what they have to say. Black men are not even marrying women with no color too. Huh?
She's trying
to talk about other nations. Yeah, she's trying to make it about Black men probably marrying white women or something.
Well, she said no. She said no color, so color? That means that you're not even marrying.
That could be a loaded statement to sit here and say probably white women. Because sometimes they do say that they don't have no hue, they don't have no color. They'll usually sometimes say that.
Okay,
I'm just
the people that don't know, white is every color.
And black is the absence of color. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm in an art class, believe it or not.
Yeah. But, that's her. All right. Yeah, I need all my kids with me. I couldn't be a baby daddy. Okay. All right. Let's see. Frank Castle. You need to spend more time and money tricking than you ever would being with one woman. Okay. Oh shit, this chick again. Let's see. Her name is Baka Kareem.
Yeah.
It's about the conflict of sharing or being responsible for assets. Most women don't want to marry because they don't see the benefit in assets. Okay, so I'm glad that she is admitting that it's women that's not wanting to get married, because this video just assumed that it's the men. Taxes, home ownership, income, economy. Okay. Men have a fear of loss on all levels. I've seen women use it for destruction and her own benefits till she realized years later it wasn't worth destroying the community. Okay, at least she realized that too. I hope this makes sense. Been a paralegal for 24 years, just retired on my oldest son's birthday. Okay.
So
the enemy doesn't want
close.
Say that again.
She's seen it up close.
Yeah.
She's actually gone through the damn documents, right? kind of seen what it is.
Cynthia G states to term no color when mentioning Caucasian. Cynthia
Yeah,
G is a fucking
exactly.
idiot. Like I'm okay. So there's
Cynthia G is wild disrespectful, by the way.
I don't even watch her, but I
Yeah, I
seen
don't
one
watch her.
thing.
Yeah.
I seen one thing of hers years ago where so there's a show called Atlanta, right?
Yeah, with what's his
Or
name?
ATL. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And there was he did a skit about a black dude who thought he was white.
Oh, yeah, I know which episode you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. No, he said I identify
He's
as
transracial.
white.
Yeah, he's transracial.
Yeah, he's transracial. Yeah, he's transracial, and he's also 35.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really like a 20-something-year-old black dude, but you know, because he identifies as a 35-year-old white man. That's an engineer at Coca-Cola. Like that is what he chooses to identify as. Oh God, Cynthia G thought it was a real news report and did it, and called him all kind of color struck and shit like that.
Yeah, her emotions.
Yeah.
Is the video still up or should you take it down?
It had to have been years ago, so I don't know. You could check for it, but you know, as far as I know, it was up for a while. So I was like, "Oh, this chick, yeah."
She's an illusion.
I don't agree. I feel that representation isn't an excuse to not get married. Okay. I think that's the common line to fall back on. So this is a black woman. They don't get married because they aren't not disciplined. They aren't not disciplined.
Double negative again.
Yeah.
Wait. So if they aren't not, then that means they are.
Yeah.
Negative, positive.
Yeah. But they aren't not disciplined in their mind or bodies or have self-control. Oh God. Wouldn't not discipline in your body means that you're fat as fuck? And wouldn't like not discipline in your mind means that you can't control saying obnoxious, belligerent shit all the time?
Yeah, but what if you aren't not those things?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, I think it would be the opposite. Well, not the way she's trying to state it.
Well,
right. But she
didn't try. She actually did. It's right there.
Well, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I'm going by what she wrote.
No, right. I got you.
Here's one with a pretty avatar pic. That means that what she says is more important. Let's take a listen. This is a great discussion about why some black men don't want to get married. Okay, so she's she's starting off by saying some. So she wants to separate herself from the rest. There are some good black, oh God, like that's a rarity. Okay. There are some good black men that want to get married. You're good if you want to get married. All right. There needs to be more black men getting married. Why is that a representation of how many black men want to get married? Just curious. Okay, I have never been married and I want to get married.
So would that mean she's a pick-me?
Well,
she has to actively be trying to get picked. You see, you got to be careful because when some chicks say I want to get married, they mean that they want to get married to a 7-figure dude, you know, with a 9 3/4 inch penis. An 8-pack that is 6'6" or higher.
Yeah.
You know,
I was gonna say, you know, I want $1 billion, you know.
Yeah. So like she's like, you know, I want to get married. I just swipe left and left and left every day trying to get married. Why can't I find a guy? Swipe left. I'm looking for Mr. Right. Swipe left. All I need is one guy. Swipe left. Then I'll get married to him. Swipe left. Just could somebody please give me Mr. Right? Swipe left. Swipe left. Like swipe left. That's her.
Got you. Like one of those broads that think that some magical guy is gonna come in her inbox and sweep the bitch off her feet.
Right.
I got you.
Let's see. God ordained marriage. Man and woman are supposed to be together. God blessed everyone. Be safe, everybody. Fight against racism, abuse.
What?
We shall overcome someday. Holy shit.
Holy
shit, she is special.
A lot of messages,
motherfuckers,
lot of messages there.
Holy shit.
Can barely see her face. Like half of it's cut off.
Well, that's because so when you run it through Google image search and try to find out if she's catfishing, it won't come up because the face is cut off.
Oh.
That's why that happened. But yep, this is an actual thing. Let me see. Let me see if I can find some more funny ones. All right, we just read her. What does Honey Smile 320 have to say? I think it's fear, of course, because you're cowards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think
you're afraid to lose your money.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fear of alimony and child support. That's what it is.
And paying for 2 kids in different states. Yeah. It's not a healthy fear that you fear this. I think it's fear of commitment and narcissism. What the fuck is it with these? Do they know?
Narcissism?
I don't think they understand what that is.
I don't think they know what that word means. Right.
Not all black men are like this. Oh my God. I'm happily married to my husband, black man, for over 10 years and expecting our first child together. Why y'all wait 10 years? Okay. Marriage isn't perfect. You got to want to put in the work, build love together. Okay. So
I don't know about the narcissism part, though.
Well, I think she's just simple. Like, I mean, because the title alone of this video automatically blames the men, and she just followed suit. She's like, okay.
Throw out words like she knows shit.
Yeah, exactly. Why go into a marriage with the thought of half?
I'm taking all.
Battlefield with the thought of dying. Oh God. Why go into a marriage with the thought of half? When your mind on the divorce, okay. From the beginning, you set yourself up for failure. No, when her mind is on the divorce.
I was about to say, talk to your sister girls, man. Y'all do the majority of the divorcing, so
yeah,
kind of talking to the wrong person there.
Well, this person is basically saying you should let your guard down.
What she's saying is that you should drop trowel and bend over.
Exactly. Rigorously.
Yeah. No lube either.
Yeah. No Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
Yeah. Why not think make it work by any means?
Huh.
Also, commitment ain't the issue. Because black men have no problem committing to women they think are exotic or have more to offer.
Well, I agree with the second part. I agree with that second part. That first part, bullshit. The second part, yeah, actually, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
So that should breed the question: if the problem isn't with relationships with exotic women, then the problem is with relationships with ... That's called an ellipsis, but I call it ...
I mean, I like how then she goes, like, be serious. Bitch, yeah. I am serious. If you ain't got shit to offer me, you're ghost. I am serious.
I think that part of it is that most men are hitting their peak in terms of finances much later than women. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Even if we go to college, women are getting better jobs or have better pay sooner than a lot of men. Yeah, absolutely. And that's not just for black men. Like if you're a white kid and you just graduated high school, you are washing the dishes for minimum wage, and she is the waitress for minimum wage plus tips. Yeah. Absolutely. There are certain jobs that are only reserved for young ladies, like caregiver. Nobody wants a big ass black man with a big ass penis next to his grandma alone. So they hire the female caregivers. Absolutely. Yeah. Successful marriages. Okay. Let's see. Why are other races of men marrying? Because they're marrying other races of women. All right. I'm sure they have options, but they know they are worth more married than single. Yes, to other races of women. Some black men are just using excuses. They're using them. They're not making
excuses.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I mean, you guys are using excuses for being apprehensive about the very real possibility of losing your shit. You guys, that's just an excuse, you guys.
You're using excuses. But I don't want half my shit taken. You're using an excuse.
That's an excuse, Game Changer.
Yeah.
That's an excuse. Okay.
Yo, a Game Changer. Can you read Gianni Jones' comment? I already look at the first sentence, sticks out to me, bro.
Jenny Jones, yeah. Gianni? Okay, sure. A good man is hard to find. I stopped looking years ago. I let go and I let God, because God told you to be fruitful and not fuck. Okay. After 20 years or so, oh my God, she just like let it dry up. I have the perfect spouse of whom God predesignated the two of us for us to be man and wife. So she just
20 years later
kept praying to God. It was like, please provide me with a husband.
She had been hit the wall. God dang.
And then a simp comes out of nowhere and married this old beach. This old beach with no libido. And her only conversations is about the good Lord.
Yeah, or libido or hair.
Or they get the stickers, Jesus is my husband.
Yeah, exactly. So basically they're gonna say you can't have a regular conversation. So what do you think about stem cell research? Do you think it's ethical or unethical? I think that God made stem cells. Shut the fuck up. Like God. Like, can I put my penis in you now? Is what he's thinking. Like, you can't have a regular conversation with people like that. Okay. We both are so content and sue to the spirit. What does that mean? Am I reading that right? Is that a religious thing?
Wait, what?
What? To the spirit?
Wait, yeah. So, like you reap what you sow. It's like a plants.
And that's something you do.
Yeah, like you reap and you sow plants. Like reaping is like putting the seed down. Sowing is picking the crops, I think.
Okay. When God is in control of marriage, it will work out.
Or the other way around. Whatever.
Yeah. I grew weary after having sexual relationships with many men years ago.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
Did she tell that to the guy she married?
Well, that would be the godly thing to do. What would Jesus do?
She seemed like the spiritual type, so probably she did.
Well, after having sex with many men, I went on a 20-year vagina cleanse and started fucking you. You believe me, right?
You know what it is? She probably had her whore phase and then decided, I'm sick and tired of taking dick, so I'm going to take a break and get right with God and hope that God is going to provide me with a man who's going to stand up with my bullshit in case I get my, be in my late 40s and my vagina don't rub the same way anymore.
She's been taking holy dick.
Of course.
Yeah.
Communion Sunday dick, man.
Oh, man. I realized that I needed a man who could nurture my spirit. We have a meeting of the minds. Yeah. If he could love me spiritually, emotionally, then he couldn't, if he couldn't love me spiritually, emotionally, then he couldn't love me physically. More people's minds are on sexual aspects of relationships. After one learns,
he's not getting any. This guy's not getting none.
Oh,
that's what you call a simp, bro.
This is horrible. This is horrible. After one learns that the spiritual part of the relationship supersedes anything else, of course, sex is important and essential, but so fulfilling when you are with that person who is meant for you and for them. Okay.
Why do
Fact.
these
Which
chicks be
means
writing their
he gets
lives?
it. Which means he gets it once a month.
If
Well,
that,
If so,
he gets it on Easter. Like he gets it on Easter, Christmas, and his birthday.
no, like literally, he only gets on the anniversary, and that's it.
His anniversary is
God.
Easter. She's
God,
actually.
play the
I was
R&B
trying to give him once a month, but damn,
Yeah.
okay.
No. The anniversary, the R&B, they gotta sing that R&B song by Tony Tone. Do you know what today is? Like that shit.
Oh shit!
It's our anniversary.
The Tony
Singing
joint.
it, and then she's like, let's push the twin beds together. Like,
Oh shit!
like,
This nigga said push the twin beds together. They fucking they
I can't.
they sleep in separate twin beds.
hell yeah, like fucking Ricky Ricardo and shit. Like,
Yeah, like you know what? Each headboard has their initial on it.
she like her bed soft, and I like mine's extra soft. So we just decided to get twin
Ah,
beds.
Let's just test the waters.
I mean, you couldn't go and get one of those whatever the dial-a-pedic or whatever, where you can
Yeah, the
like
sleep numbers.
make it firm on one side and make it like soft on the other. It's just like, nah, we just get two separate beds.
Pretty much.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's too expensive. We just buy 2 twin beds.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that dude. He'll be in his bed. You know, like this dude. He'll like want some, but he's just like, damn, I gotta like push the beds together.
Damn, this is spectacular.
That's a lot of work.
It's probably on his calendar, bro.
Poor guy.
We fall for anything. It's based on census. How many people fill those out? I work at an event center that marries Black couples every weekend. Okay, that's not really. Okay, Lady G. Oh, this is interesting. Why should they? Period. All the things that can happen to you married is the same things that can happen to you single. So it's worthless anyway. That's very pragmatic. Okay. So let's see. Black men don't want marriage, and they definitely don't want to marry Black women. This is Jamila. Okay, let's see where this is going. The smart Black women have figured this out and moved on with their lives. The other Black women, which is the majority, will stay with Black men. They're not with Black men if they're not married. Okay.
No, you're just hurt, sis. That's what it is. You're just hurt.
Yeah. And keep having these conversations over and over again. Divest and be happy. All right, let's see what the replies are.
Same old shit.
It's such an exhausting argument. It shouldn't even be an argument. The stats said that 22 or 29, only 29% of Black people. Why are y'all just assuming that it's the men?
Because that's how they want to paint the narrative, bro.
Yeah, because it makes them the victim, and victim status is money. Exactly. And I will have a video with that exact title.
Game Changer. You've been seeing what you call it? You know who does that a lot? That I usually see do that. They like those blogs like the Griot and the rest of them that always put up those narratives about Black women playing victim and all that shit. You ever see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they always, and it just made me think about it, especially what Jamila just said. It just made me think about that. But go ahead, bro.
Okay. Looks to me that Black men are married to white women and into white women. So what's the problem? Well, the problem is the stat. It said 29% of people. But I mean, it does create the point. Like if Black men are marrying, there is a certain number of Black men who are married, just not to Black women. So maybe that might be part of the problem. What about doing right in the beginning when the love was there? Okay. Don't know what the fuck that meant. It could be a cultural thing. We don't really have a culture. Those men should also let women in so that relationships can fulfilling. Okay. There are certain things a person should do to make a relationship fulfilling, but the men will keep blocking us. So yeah, you're right. When attractive women try to suck my dick because that makes the relationship fulfilling, I just block her. Like, okay. And those men are just sabotaging their own relationships. This is AMD. And I guess this is and those men are making Black women hate themselves. Okay. And the country they came from. And we need the cultural aspects of the relationship. Could keep it spicy. That made no sense. All right. I got 10 more minutes.
Points.
Oh, pink Oreo. Let's see this. If you think Instagram models are options, then you definitely need to stay single. Lance Gross is forever fine, by the way. Who's Lance Gross?
Oh, I don't even know. I'm looking him up right now. Let me see.
Apparently he's fine in a motherfucker.
He's an actor.
Okay. So that was just like a random thing to say?
Calvin Payne on Tyler Perry's House of Pain.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, okay. So once again, what the fuck? Like, what did that have to do with anything?
I don't know. Just talking, really. Just running your mouth.
Both points, like I said.
I don't want to be married myself. I don't want stress and dealing with my soulmate family. I've been through this before. It was hot mess. Thank God I'm free. These people are really strange.
Nah, they're like men in their emotions on the goddamn YouTube and social media all the time.
People type emotions.
They sure do.
Yeah. I think some of us don't see the big picture. Maybe you're right. This was amazing. Okay, so it's funny how like none of these people seem to be aware of, the red pill. Because nobody has even taken to account to say, I don't think it's the men here.
I mean, the red pill's a pretty small movement. It's getting bigger, but it's still relatively small.
Yeah.
And the black pill's even smaller than that. So
a couple of weeks ago, my partner sent me a link. He said, this sounds like you. I was like, oh shit, I done found out. My GameChanger life and my personal life has merged, But it was Kevin Samuels. And he didn't know who it was. He seen it on World Star Hip Hop. So I was like, dang, like regular people don't even know who Kevin Samuels is, even though he has like thousands of people watching. Like,
yeah, I watch him.
Yeah. So yeah, we are far removed from, being like mainstream. It seems like that because we're here, but and it's good that we're given like a perspective that it seems like the lay person don't really have. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Black men are married more than black women. Ask why they don't want to get married. Let's see the replies to that. Then that means that they are married. So basically, she says it like she's accusing him of a crime. Like, that means that they're not married to black women.
Yana seems like one of those types that'll see one black man in the streets and see him with a woman that is non-black and assume that all black men just are magically happier in relationships with women that aren't black women. That's right. What it seems like. Just roll over the whole entire thing and say, oh yeah, well, they're just not married to black women. Well, what do you know? How would you know? Again, putting out their emotions.
Yeah, and she'll do anything she can to not have to compete.
Better call on Tyrone.
Why in the fuck is people mentioning Lance Gross?
Was he really on the panel though? Or did I miss it?
Nah, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Not anybody that played on House of Pain. Well, maybe, I don't know. But easy fix to the marriage across all society in the U.S. Reform divorce laws. A practical thinker. Make a divorce fair and not about what's that? Siphoning wealth from a partner that has achieved more, which in most cases is men. Okay. Thars, not even women, need to stop having sex with men before marriage.
Preschool writing, cool.
What the fuck was that? Oh God.
Man, sound like a LaShawn in the chat.
Okay, so she says, oh, this is LaShawn's sister. LaShawna. She says fear with a question mark. So maybe, yeah, maybe she's on. Maybe she realized that's bullshit. I wouldn't. Here we go. Here's another fake swirler trying to convince every other woman to swirl so the men would be desperate for her. I wouldn't waste time with black men. My uncle's completely disappointed in being role models.
I don't mean to be a prick, but besides black men, who likes black women like that, really?
Not a lot of nations, I'll tell you that.
I'm just saying, I don't mean to be an a-hole, but let's be real here.
And right. Once I find it funny, you know what I find funny? A lot of these so-called white men that they like to glance over so much, usually they're just with them for the pussy, just like everybody else would. And more or less, they always try to compare themselves about getting more of these white men. Usually these white men get into relationships with Asian women.
Even in incel forums, I say, no black women. So those dudes rather be incel than date.
Because they notice that, like everybody else noticed, that everybody's sick and tired of their shit. It gets annoying after a while. You basing all your emotions like it's supposed to mean anything. You don't think from a logical standpoint.
Well, Shunk's Toy, I don't really know what you mean because I didn't really mention high value men in this. I mean, I think I mentioned the value of men and how some are like higher than others, but didn't really mention that because it's not really like a thing for me to mention, you know? It's just like I mean, I don't see the reason for mentioning extraordinary outliers in general conversations. I guess is where I'm going with this.
I think he's trying to make the statement like, oh, whatever feels better. Maybe I might be wrong.
Yeah, I gotta, I need some context for this. Because I mean, I highlighted it because it's an interesting thing to say. And, that has been the buzzword around these parts for the past few weeks or so.
Yeah, I've noticed it.
Yeah. Don't know. All right, so all right. I was just reading the thing. You get your Jason Pope. Who's that? I don't know. Was that DJ Kid?
Excuse me?
I don't know. Somebody said you'll get your Jason Pope. All right, let me stop right there.
Already.
Yeah, you're right. That Jason Pope is the that DJ dude, the white dude.
Okay, so see, I'm glad that the manosphere is existing, so it can make stuff like this, so we can see stuff like this happen. We can have responses to that because he obviously seen one of our streams on DJ Kid or Jason Poe and shit like that. So we have an adequate response to situations that they respond to. We have an answer to this whole swirler thing, but one of the main answers is you're right. They're just not picking like that, and rightfully so. Like, and don't get me wrong, even if they are like, they don't follow the ratchet stereotype or anything like that for a different group of people, there's something to be said about having a son with a woman who hates the race of her son, who hates, like she's like the way she feels about black men is the way she's going to feel about your son. Why would you subject your son to such a thing?
Honestly, bro, I didn't think about it that far, really. I mean, I thought, they hate black men, so they want to get out. I didn't even think about, the long-term effect of it.
Yeah. But the guys from other races are thinking that, like, why would I want my son to be part of a race that his own women don't like? Like,
I don't know. He'll be mixed race, and he'll get some extra points for that, though.
well, I mean, basically what's going through their head is, she is treating me this way because of my race. I want my son to be treated this way. Therefore, I'm going to give him the same advantages that I have. She has made being white an advantage, and I'm going to give my son that advantage. So, yeah. Just saying, but what do I know? All right, let me just check a couple things. Y'all want to do final thoughts? Brownbird, final thoughts?
I let SoundCloud go first. I stepped away for a minute.
SoundCloud. All right. But I would say overall, I mean, the whole thing with black men in marriage, they don't get married the same reason other men don't get married. To me, it's just I don't see the real benefit of it for men. I mean, what can you do when you're married that you couldn't do when you were boyfriend and girlfriend? So you're giving a woman access to half your money for nothing in return. You have nothing to gain, everything to lose. She has everything to gain, nothing to lose. So, I mean, even what's up, the guy? What was his name? Who's on the panel earlier?
Complex design.
Yeah. So even he says, well, even if it's a good woman, I just don't see myself putting myself out there like that. So even if he says, yeah, there's good women out there, I'm just, I believe you, but there's no need to risk it. So
okay,
that's my 2 cents, though.
Okay. My 2 cents is this. Mainly, I'm going to speak from 2 perspectives. Number one, we all know, and well, what I usually see is that marriage is geared towards the woman. So a lot of these complaints and a lot of these different things that they say in the society is usually about the woman, for the picture, the glam, and the glitz. Oh yeah, I got married, I got a ring on my finger, and this, that, and the third. I just don't see now it being beneficial to the man. Okay. And the thing about it is with the panel, this is the thing that pisses me off about these I call them talented 10th Negroes, because they always got something to say and want to correct black men, or oh yeah, us as black men, we need to step up, brothers. And it's like, hold on. So you mean to tell me this whole entire time you want to paint the narrative as if we're so sorry, when on a projective, a lot of these women act off of their emotions. They don't think with logic. They always want to paint the picture that masses amount of black men would instead want to be with a white woman, instead of just getting with a woman just because of what she offers to the table. If she has sex good, if she's able to treat her man right, and actually be there for a man, as opposed to want to argue and bitch all day because of something that happened in your past. This is the annoying shit about it. And again, I look at a lot of these forums, GameChanger. And furthermore, this is like the first few times I found out about the manosphere and this, that, and the third. But the thing about it is, to me, it just gets very annoying to me, because everything is supposed to be geared towards the pain and the suffrage and oppression points. Oh, feel sorry for me as a black woman. I got it so hard already in this society, blah, blah, blah. So when I get married to a black woman, that's that struggle love and all that other stuff. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just trying to look good and all this other stuff. And these talented 10th Negroes, not only do they want to promote this idea about black men step up to the plate and marry more black women, or why do black men not want to get married, but also the fact of the matter that we have to treat black women better. But at the same time, I can take shit from a black woman all day long, and it doesn't matter as long as I'm putting up with her shit. That's annoying to me. So I don't escape around issues. I let it be known. I don't stop, and I will say the same thing to a so-called black woman. And it's not anything about me being disrespectful. You just need to know the truth, sweetheart. And it hurts. It is what it is.
Okay, I appreciate you. All right. Well, with that, I would first of all, welcome to the manosphere.
Thanks,
hopefully you find it beneficial, and that's good. So you don't fall for stuff like what you just seen. you know, because
Oh,
that's what far too many brothers are sounding like nowadays.
Yeah, bro.
You know? Complex Design, your final thoughts?
Oh shoot, man, my bad, dude. I had stepped away. I went to go get some weed. My bad.
Yeah, no worries. Final thoughts? Close down.
Any final thoughts? You know what? Let me circle back to me last.
Oh no, I was just about to close down. We already did final thoughts with everybody. So just think about the show. What's your final thoughts on the show?
Oh, just on the show. Okay. Well, yeah, dude, the marriage thing, you know, just coming from somebody who was married, I really do think. Hold on, let me roll my window up. I'm in the car. I really do think that men don't really view it the way it should be viewed, because if they did, then they really wouldn't think much of a lot of what is being said, right, about it. Because really what you're dealing with is just a lot of women who are just not happy with the fact that they're not married.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with you, because you understand like what's involved with it, it is one of those decisions where, hey man, you know, that just may not be something you ultimately will commit to just because of what can come out of it. You know, there's a lot of wealth can be created out of it, but you can also get sucked dry too. And what we've seen, especially over like particularly the last 20, 30 years, is more men get sucked dry by it than create wealth from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the women, they got their bag, but a lot of dudes, man, I mean, why the fuck you think a red pill even exists? You know? Sure. So like I mean, it's like the shit is like self-evident, and what you can't do is just listen to the cries of women who ultimately are just kind of not happy with their station in life. That's all I got.
Okay, I appreciate you. All right, well, with that being said, I'd like to thank the Cash Apps and Super Chats, the managers and moderators, those who are listening silently, and those who are in the chat room. Once again, this is GameChanger 00100. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.
See you, bro.